First Alert Weather is brought to you by the Medical Center.
Well, if you want to place your bets on what the weather is going to do, I'm sure there's someone in Vegas that would love to take your money. Because it's that crazy. I'm telling you, Shane, even last night, he was like, send me a bottle of Aleve or something, because it is giving every forecaster a headache as to who's going to get what. So even though you see a lot of colors on the map, you may look at your county and go, well, I'm in the pink or I'm in the blue or in the purple. That is insignificant. What I want you to focus on is preparedness. Prepare for the possibility that some of you are going to get some significant ice accumulations beginning tonight and early tomorrow. Well, let's show you what's going on radar right now. We're seeing some returns, but not a lot going on here. This is just the radar picking up some echoes. There's some moisture aloft or above us, but it's not reaching the ground just yet. If it is, there could be some flurries or little ice pellets in there, not enough to cause any issues. Our issue this morning with temperatures just below freezing fog. There's a little bit of fog as the warm air comes over, especially those of you off to the north and west of us that had snowfall. You've got a snowpack. That warm air is riding up over that cold ground that forms the fog, but then because temperatures are below freezing, the fog can freeze on surfaces like roadways, bridges, and overpasses. Well, let's show you all those advisories, watches, and warnings. Now, the pink shaded counties, which include Ohio County, Muhlenberg, and Hopkins County, also Hardin County, that's a winter storm warning. Where you see the purple shaded counties like Litchfield and Grayson County, Hodgenville and LaRue County, that's a winter weather advisory. Again, don't look at just your county and go, well, I'm not in the pink, so I'm okay, or I'm down here, I'm okay. This is not a situation where anybody's okay. In fact, this could be one of those situations where the Weather Service says, well, we're going to extend the watch a little further south, or we're going to take it back and extend it north. This is going to flex and change with time. That's why I don't want you to pay just a close attention to your county lines, because remember, the weather does not follow county lines or state lines. It's going to come in and do what it's going to do. So the best thing to do is to prepare, to make sure that if you get significant icing and you can't get out late tonight and early tomorrow morning, how is that going to affect you and your family? In other words, know the weather before it knows you. So prepare for the worst, hope for the best. The best we can say for southern Kentucky, it's mainly going to be rain. For those of you that have that snowpack, you see how it's affecting your temperatures. 22 in Calhoun, but it's 32 down in Albany. A 10-degree difference because that snowpack makes it colder, especially this hour of the morning. Here is the forecast for Rough River Lake today. We're looking at 39 for Hardinsburg, 40 for E-Town and Litchfield. By the way, the Kentucky Lottery Powerball jackpot for tomorrow night estimated to be a big one at $215 million. Mega Millions estimated to be at $94 million. And we're seeing a little bit of that patchy fog even here this morning from our live Doppler cam here at our studios, so be careful. Some of that could freeze because we're at 30 degrees. Feels like it's 26 with that northeast wind at 4. Franklin, you're starting out at 30 this morning with a mainly cloudy sky and a little patchy fog. Same goes for Munfordville. You're at 29 up in Hart County, and our AAA Systems weather cam in Russellville, you're at 29 degrees. 31 at the airport at this hour with a ton of advisories. Look at all these are all winter storm warnings from New York City to Pittsburgh, Indy, down to Paducah, Peoria, Kansas City, Wichita. Then in between, you've got winter weather advisories. Again, significant ice and then maybe snow on top of that. Not so much for the Bowling Green area. We're going to be on, of course, as per usual, the warm side of the system. And it's going to be mainly rain for us, but you can see the storm already brewing out west with significant snows now Kansas City to St. Louis, and then a mix down to Little Rock, Arkansas. So the warm air is going to lift into the region today. By this afternoon, heavy rain will move across the Bowling Green area along with that area of low pressure, but it will be icing, maybe a prolonged period of sleet and freezing rain just to the north and northwest of Bowling Green, right along the Ohio River, possibly ending as a little snowy, wet mix tomorrow morning. Then after that, a little bit of quiet weather, which we could use. Rain developing today, could be heavy at times. Some of that freezing rain and sleet off to the north at 42. Rain likely tonight, perhaps even a rumble of thunder. And then ending as a mix toward morning, a low of 32. Tomorrow, maybe a few flurries in the morning, then just 36, 29 Thursday, 34 Friday, and yet another system that we'll have to pay attention to for Saturday and Sunday.